Okie dokie. Had to grab a tube because my thinning, wispy hair made it look like I was going bald.
I thought you were cold. It's windy.
Well, no, it's hot in here already. This is Fingerpod of Doom, episode 23. I'm Andrew. He's Jimmy Bones. Little programming alert for casual summer hours. We're going to be doing one a week, Tuesdays now.
Fat Tuesdays.
Yeah, Fat Tuesdays, just because Road Dogg Right and SmackDown has been the absolute drizzling shits. And I don't want to sit inside while it's sunny out. So there's your reason for that. Sweating my bag off. Maybe it's this toque.
I'm gonna put on a toque. It's hot.
That being said, we're gonna skip the Raw recap. I gotta take this toque off. Sorry, people. Wispy, disgusting, balding hair. I'm shit in shoes.
Pony like Shawn Michaels. Just get it right back. There you go.
Grease it back. Yeah, looks not bad. We're gonna skip a bit of the Raw review, the Go Home Raw, as I think most of the fans wanted to just go home towards the end of it. I didn't find it particularly entertaining. I don't know about you.
No,
for
I was
Go
excited
Home
for the
episode
cross.
of Raw. Yeah, I thought it was fairly uneventful, to be honest. Yeah, like nothing really was built.
No.
I had a bit of a little rant on Twitter about the whole triple threat build. I don't get it, but I don't know. We could talk about that if you want. Or if you want to just get into the Mania thing. This is 12 or whatever, 15 matches. So.
Well, whatever. Throw it in a bit. Because, I mean, it is true. It does have to do with Mania, so.
Yeah, okay. We can talk about it. So, windy and my doors jiggling.
Yeah.
So, can you hear it? Can you hear my door? It's,
no,
closing?
I can't hear your door. This house is rattling.
It's got good bones, though.
It does. Are we in Kansas?
We're not Niles anymore. Or, yeah, we're not Kansas anymore, dog.
It's going to blow in on me here. Oh, boy.
So, the problem I have with this triple threat match is I don't get what the goal for winning the match is. Like, what are they fighting for?
Honestly,
I don't get it. Like, why does Roman care whose corner Paul is in?
Yeah. Like
Paul has never helped Roman win a match in the last 4 years. So it's not like he's throwing him brass or he's, distracting the ref. The amount of it might not hurt for him to jump up on the apron every once in a while and get some cardio in, so he's not snorting on the microphone. But like, he's never done that.
No.
Why it's so important to Punk to have Paul in his corner when he's already got his WrestleMania main event?
Yeah.
For the favor to only be that Paul is in your corner, it just doesn't.
That's a
like,
thing, I guess.
It's like you're like having your emotional support bracelet on, but you can see Paul now or something. Like, I don't know. You can't have Larry, your dog, in the corner, so you pick Paulie, your pig. I don't know.
Yeah. And Seth all worried, like, who cares? It's
and Seth seems to think like he's the only person fighting for the soul of the company. When if you look at it from a business perspective, the soul, like, it's hotter than ever. It's more alive than ever.
Yeah. There's so many top stars
right? So
that are making money.
You can't blame Punk for killing the soul.
No.
Because, especially as the fan, from the outside looking in, there's no evidence that he's being an asshole in the back.
No.
And without Roman carrying the product for 4 years, I don't know if we would have wrestling where it is right now.
I don't think so. You wouldn't have those feuds. You wouldn't have The Rock. You wouldn't have everybody caring for Cody.
That's right. And that's not to say Cody hasn't carried this torch for the last year like a consummate professional, which he has.
Yeah.
But to get to this point, you needed Roman.
Yes.
And Roman only had it for 4 years because, like, literally, who else was there? It was like when Cena carried it all throughout the 2010s. Like, who the fuck else is here? Jack Swagger.
You just knew he was going to win. Yeah.
Right. I remember sitting in your living room going, for fuck's sakes, again?
Yeah.
But as a fan looking back now, it's like, well, fuck, there was nobody else.
Made sense to keep it.
Right.
And then Cody,
needed
that. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Those 2 years you did need those 2 years with Cody. If he would have won the first year, I don't think it would have been as effective. So as annoying as it was to wait that extra year, it was great booking.
Yeah, like the whole favor has just been built to be this like measuring stick of what, like, it's just so there's nothing to it.
No.
Right? Like, if the favor is just having Paul Heyman in your corner, Paul has done nothing to make this favor as important as Punk is making it seem.
And you don't even win his services, right? Like, it's just the corner for this show.
Right.
So you're not getting anything out of it. It's very weird.
Now, the emotion and the mic, like the promos, I think this is the best Seth has been in these last 3 weeks or so.
Yeah.
He's kind of stepped away from the corny, the visionary gimmick or whatever, the Monday Night Rollins bullshit gimmick for the most part, because the way he's selling CM Punk being here, consuming him, he's doing it very well.
Yeah.
And he kind of has this almost teasing heel moments, which is good. He needs a change. I think he leaves Saturday night as the heel, and I think he leaves with Paul. Because really, where else do you go if not that?
That's what I picked. I picked him as winning because the other two don't need that win, where Seth really needs it to move on from all this. He's even dressing darker. Like, there's something there coming out of it. So I'm excited for him and to see where he goes.
But yeah, like, it's just, there's so many I'm not sure. It just means nothing. Like, you win, you get. They're not fighting for anything. At least in the women's triple threat, the build has been the shits as well. But at least they're fighting for something physical. Like, they're fighting for a title.
Yeah.
Right. Not some intangible object or intangible whatever that like there's nothing to it. Like what are we winning? You don't win Paul Heyman, you don't win a title, you don't really win bragging rights because the three of you are part of the top 5 names in the business right now.
Literally their payday alone.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So it's all just very, very intangible assets what I was thinking of. But it's the match I think will be good with 3 professionals who take their work very seriously. I think it'll be a good match.
Crazy storytelling.
They'll have well thought out spots. The storytelling will be excellent. I think there is a pure disdain that Seth has for Punk. And Punk doesn't really give a fuck either way, to be honest.
He doesn't.
And Roman doesn't care either. He's getting paid probably $10 million fucking dollars to be here. So, right, like,
I think that's why he's there. You know what? He might like the business, but he loves that money.
That's right. His wife, I think, loves the money.
Yeah, definitely.
And his ex-wife needs the money, so
she probably still gets a cut.
100% she does. Didn't sign that prenup when you were poor playing for the Calgary Stampeders, Roman.
Yeah, should have.
But we're into that already, so I got Seth winning the match. You got Seth. Do you think Paul leaves with him?
I do. It's the only thing that would make sense for a story. Why would he leave without anyone else? It's just boring. So throw the swerve in there. Make a story out of it.
And I'm sure Paul has sat down with all 3 of these guys and Hunter. I'm sure they've been discussing this for months as to if Paul leaves with Seth, where do we go? How are we going to get there? And where does this take Seth at the end of the day? Yeah. Roman doesn't need Paul. Roman, right? Punk doesn't need Paul. Punk can talk, right?
Yeah. Seth needs something. He's the only one who needs something.
Yeah.
So boring.
There is one piece of news we'll discuss here quick before we get into the rest of the card. WrestleMania 41 card. Hold, please. Big news. I can't wait. Mariah May. She'll be at SummerSlam. She's showing up to SummerSlam.
Amazing.
She will immediately. I don't see why they'd put her in NXT. She had the best program in that other company for a year and a half with Tony.
Yeah, she doesn't need to learn language. She doesn't need, she's good to go.
Sells like a champ. Bumps like a champ.
Yeah.
I don't know what benefit there would be to put her in NXT, I guess, as opposed to just putting her on the main. Put her in the main. Let her have a program with Bayley so Bayley can show her what the fuck is up. Or even Lyra, I guess, at that point. Lyra's a hell of a worker.
Well, like in Stardom, she was there with Julia.
That's right, yeah.
Like they are. So I mean, by then Julia would hopefully be a main roster. So that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I can't see Julia being in NXT much longer myself. Same with Steph, right? So
yeah,
they just have too many women down there. They just have too many women down there, and good women, talented women.
Will be huge.
It'll be massive.
Like or the draft if they do that again. I have no idea, but the call-ups will be big.
This year's Raw after Mania will be crazy. Yeah. Oba, Trick, right? And SmackDown. They have to save some for SmackDown, right? So.
They need something too.
Aleister Black, Rusev, right? All these returning guys too.
Yeah.
Very exciting stuff. I love Mariah May. Her contract ends this summer, I believe.
Just crazy to think, like, doesn't matter about money, doesn't matter about anything. She just wants to go.
Unless she's using this as leverage for Tony. And now Tony's just, signing the yacht over, signing everything else. Here you go, Mariah, please. Please. Which I wouldn't blame her, to be honest. If you all of a sudden hear, next year that Mariah May is the highest paid women's wrestler.
Yeah. Oh God, Mercedes would.
She would. That doesn't work for me, brother. Just leave and go to Japan.
Yeah. 8 titles.
Yeah. Oh, but I'll give you another. We'll make another belt for you. Yeah. We'll call it the money belt. The Monet belt.
The Monet. Could you imagine?
I'd be sick to my stomach. That would be the beginning of the end of that company if that were the case. Not that we haven't seen the men's world title on TV in over a fucking year, I don't think. How long has Mox had it now? It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's getting there. I don't even know what it looks like anymore, honestly.
Yeah, but it looks like that Mariah May one, but a little bit bigger.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm thinking, from what I remember, like you said, I have no fucking idea.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
What a great way to promote it.
Seriously. All right then. WrestleMania 41, Reliance Stadium, Las Vegas. It is WrestleMania week. Huge week. Very exciting week. Lots of shows. WWE has about 97 hours of programming this week. I'm not sure how, how long are these shows on Saturday and Sunday? Starts at 7, allegedly 5 o'clock. I'm guessing they have pre-show matches. How long is a pre-show?
Hour at least. And I bet they go to 10 o'clock our time. So I bet a 5-hour chunk.
Yeah, probably. Both. Unless it starts early. Starts at 3 and goes to...
Stand-in delivers at 11 our time. So probably 2 hours for that, 1 o'clock. Yep, very, very tight.
Yeah, and then have all that talent get over to this. Yeah.
It's like SmackDown, Hall of Fame. It's crazy. There's so
Unless
much.
It starts at... unless it starts at 4 o'clock Eastern. Sorry, 7, 6, 5. Yeah, 4 Eastern, which would be 2 o'clock our time.
And I swear I saw it was 5 hours. I wonder if Netflix lets me look it up.
And deliver. No.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I bet you. Yeah, it doesn't tell me, but.
Oh, we got Netflix, a parking lot. We got a West Side Story brawl going on NXT.
Nice. Who are these old guys?
Yeah, seriously.
These old mobsters are great. This reminds me of the one backlot brawl that Velveteen Dream had.
Not Goldust and Roddy Piper?
That one too, but I miss Velveteen.
Seriously, who are these old guys?
Weird.
They're just they're just burying this new group with crowbars. It's hilarious. Alrighty. WrestleMania Saturday. World, I'm assuming this will be the opener. Gunther and Jey Uso.
Yeah.
The build for this has gotten so much better in the last 3 weeks. Gunther cut another good promo yesterday to start Raw. Jay had kind of a, in the crowd on the table promo kind of midway through the show that was okay. Nowhere close to his last week promo. He was more on the heat side of it this week, but
yeah.
That's fine. That being said, I would expect a few run-ins here.
A lot of family showing up, maybe. For sure Jimmy, right? Like you say.
I would say Jimmy would have to be there. They probably are going to hide the family because it's maybe too obvious if they're all there that Jay's winning, but maybe they swerve us. I don't think so. I think you have to give it to Jay and then basically say to him, okay, now get over without yeet.
Yes. Because they know it's just going to be like Daniel Bryan, Kofi.
Yep.
It's not going to last.
That's right. It's too, if this match is later in the show, I think we can maybe see Gunther get the blade out, but I think this match opens. So I think it's too early in the day.
Yeah.
I don't think there'll be any juice in this match. So
save it for that main event for sure.
Yeah. Cody get the blade out again then for night 2?
Could you imagine? I can see it.
Get the blade out like he did against his brother in that one match in AEW.
Just drain himself.
I got Jay though. You're taking Jay?
I'm taking Jay, and I hope there's a big swerve where he gets his own type of bloodline and kind of turns. I hope he turns, gets rid of the yeet before yeet gets him.
That's true. I think that's kind of the idea with giving him this title.
Yeah. I want to see like Hikuleo show up, Jacob Cobb.
Jeff Cobb.
Be his
They'll call him Jacob Corn Cobb now though.
Jacob Corn Cobb. And I just think of like Cobb.
He'll come out in a straw hat.
Oh God. That would be Vince's gimmick.
God damn, that's funny.
Corn on the
sit on this and rotate.
I would love to see that. a new J group that's heel to take out the family. I see him going. There's too many family members to not fight each other, so
that's true. Tiffany and Charlotte, this also has some heat to it now. The build has been atrocious and cringy at best, but I would expect this to be stiff now.
Definitely, yeah.
Or at least the first couple
it off
minutes.
Pretty good. Like even in their interviews lately, it seems like they're like, "What happens? We're gonna make it good. We have some animosity. We're gonna use it."
They definitely brought some realism into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unwanted realism, but
yeah.
I just can't help but think that at the end of the day, does Charlotte just have this massive ego and chip on her shoulder? Not even chip on her shoulder, just a massive ego.
Yeah.
Right? She had the thing with Becky. She had the thing with Nia. She had the thing with Tiffany now. All real life ego bullshit. I can't help but think that Charlotte is part of the problem.
She seems like she's part of the problem. The only one, and it's weird because her and Becky are so close too, right? But her and Rhea are about the only ones I can see that didn't have a big issue. She seems to work with Rhea okay, and is that because Rhea could really actually hurt her?
Kick the shit out of her if she wanted? Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
Charlotte doesn't want mommy on top, so...
No. Let's see how she does with Tiffany.
Yeah, I don't know. Tiffany's got that gymnastics strength though, so
yeah. Might not be a sandbag, might not work out.
Yeah, I've got Tiffany retaining.
Yeah,
I think they're
I picked that.
going to punish Charlotte more than or want to punish Tiffany. To be honest.
Yeah.
Somebody has to take the heat here, and I don't think it's going to be Tiffany.
Charlotte should know better at this point.
And Tiffany was provoked, and she stood up for herself. So, in the wrong way, sure, but better than just driving her in the face on national TV, I guess.
Yeah.
Then we have a Monday Night Raw match: El Grande Americano versus Rey Mysterio. I think this is pretty obvious. I'm going to say that Rey unmasks El Grande.
Oh, damn it. I was hoping that... I really want to see El Grande win, and I just want to see it keep going because he's so good. I think they can get some merch out of this too.
Sell his masks right. to the There was about... how many? What was the attendance in Sacramento last night? 14,500 or something like that. There was about 13,500 wearing penta masks. So masks are a big seller.
Yeah, I want El Grande to win.
You can sell El Grande masks to all the fucking Trumpers in Florida and fucking.
Wait till you get down there,
yeah.
Even if they do a Mexico tour, have him. Oh God.
Oh, the heat.
So hilarious. Oh yeah. It'd be great. So I think you're right. Rey will probably win, but I'm going to pick El Grande just because I would love it.
It's so funny. Chad is so good. Like, then he comes out later in the show all the time as Chad Gable, and it's hilarious.
Why is he invested in him? Well, he went to find the best luchador.
Then we get another Raw match: New Day versus War Raiders. I honestly don't give a shit. I'll probably be in the bathroom for this match.
Yeah,
the New Day is going to win, but I don't expect this will be 6 minutes.
It can't be long. I want War Raiders to retain, but I don't think that'll happen. I hope they win though. I can't see New Day being champion.
I think they will win. War Raiders aren't resonating with, I don't think, anybody really. Like their crowd reactions are non-existent. At least people boo the New Day to no avail. And to give them the titles will give them even more heat. So
yeah, that's true. The best was the promo where he's like, Xavier, you run your mouth, and I'm like, they're not even good at promos. Like, at least they can beat the shit out of people, but oh boy, maybe they need to be healed. I don't know.
I don't know if they can. I don't know what they're good for.
No.
I don't know what to say other than that. Short of send him to SmackDown and put him in that tag.
Yeah.
Like, if SmackDown's going to be your tag team show, put him on SmackDown.
And that could work. And Ivar was great as a solo person, but I enjoyed it.
Then we get not so much a TV match, but a match match that will also be a squash. Jacob versus LA Knight.
Please make it a squash.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a surprise to anybody that, or if Jacob doesn't win. Wait, what did I say? This will be a surprise. Jacob doesn't win. Yeah. Jacob winning is a surprise to no one.
Yes. Like LA winning would be the world's biggest surprise.
That's right.
That shouldn't happen.
No.
That should not happen.
LA Knight can get his 4 minutes since his entrance will take. So this match will be 4 minutes. LA Knight's entrance will be 2 minutes. Jacob's will be another minute and a half. The match will be about 30 seconds.
Just destroys him.
Jacob should fucking destroy LA Knight.
Yeah.
Win that title and literally defend it every episode of SmackDown so people can watch him wrestle.
Yep.
And not drop it until, I don't know, Oba is ready. Like somebody fucking huge.
Yes. Have him go through some big guys. That would be great. Great way to build him.
Yeah. Right, and there's literally no build to that. He won a fucking tournament or something, or a triple. I don't even remember what he won. It's just a match. It's literally a TV match as well, but to see Jacob win at Mania, that's fun.
Yeah.
Now, some might call this a TV match as well. I'm not going to call it a TV match. I think this will be a very good match, and I think this is going to lead to Naomi becoming a world champion this year. Naomi versus Jade. Jade's entrance will be cool, right? They'll wait for Knight to do it. They'll wait for Naomi's to be Knight before they do it. I could see this probably being third last just because I really don't know what the fuck else is going to be there, right? Like,
maybe for timing.
Yeah. The work that Naomi has done in this heel turn is like, in terms of a full build to a match, I think she's probably done the best work.
Yeah. It's been phenomenal.
Short of Gunther and Jay over the last 3 weeks, like breathing huge life back into their match.
Yes.
I think the build to this match solely on what Naomi has done has been the best consistent work to build her Mania match.
She should be rewarded.
Absolutely,
honestly.
She should be. Yeah, she should. I don't think she should squash Jade. Jade should lose, though, in my opinion.
Yeah, make it greasy.
Yeah, especially because of the bad press that she was getting.
Yeah.
And Jade literally doesn't want to be a wrestler. She wants to be a fucking actor. So.
Yeah.
Right, she can.
Mania is a big stage, right?
It is.
Like,
yeah.
Pretend you're on the big stage. Here you go.
Yeah.
Go act like you're losing.
Yeah, seriously. But Naomi should come out to this.
Well, enough isn't enough, and it is time for a change.
That'd be hilarious.
Could you imagine?
I would love that.
Flashback. Get a good manager.
I'm not a nugget. Yeah.
D'Lo as a manager or something, just wagging his head.
Mark Henry, yeah.
Oh, that would be great.
Sexual chocolate. But yeah, and Naomi needs to be rewarded. She hasn't had a world title since she's been back.
Yeah.
And she's been an absolute workhorse since since she's came
All
back.
those matches. Yeah, so many matches. She got in shape. Like, she looks great.
Yep. She deserves to win the match. She deserves to win the world title, possibly at SummerSlam, probably from Bianca.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this match.
Yeah.
You got Naomi as well?
For sure, yeah. Just because she deserves it. She's worked so hard for this. And it's okay for Jade to lose this. It wouldn't affect her.
No, that's right. Jade had her stare down with Charlotte on SmackDown, right? So Tiffany wins, Naomi wins, Jade and Charlotte can go after it, and they can just be stiff with each other and hate each other's guts all they want, I guess.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
The main event we discussed, the triple threat. Seth Rollins is my pick. Seth Rollins is your pick. We both have Heyman leaving with Seth Rollins to close out Saturday.
Makes sense.
Yes. Sunday. We get a TV match. Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. It's not a TV match, though, because it's Logan Paul. So there's probably going to be some bullshit celebrity interference in this match as well.
Yep.
Logan goes over. I'm picking Logan. And I think Jimmy's internet blew off of his house.
Did I?
Oh,
how
there
did
you
I
are.
cut out?
There you are.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, my tower blew off. No, I think AJ and him will put on a clinic for sure.
They can. They're both Logan's super athletic. Don't get me wrong. He's picking it up so quickly. AJ is probably the most crisp old man wrestler ever.
Yeah.
Right? They can put on a hell of a match. AJ takes Logan's finisher like a champ.
Yeah.
You cut out. Do you have Logan going over?
I have Logan winning, and I think Cross might get involved just because he's been around. Yeah. But I think AJ will look really, really good, and he'll make Logan look really good because even with him and Cross, they just everything was crisp. Everything looked painful. It was great.
I would love to see Cross making a number one fan of the show, Karrion Kross. I would love to make him see him make an appearance as he's from Las Vegas. So give him an entrance. On that big screen. Yeah, give him an entrance. Yeah.
Huge.
IC title 4-way. I think this match will be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Dominic Mysterio versus Finn Balor.
So Penta looked too strong, right? Am I crazy to say that?
No, he has. Do Dom and Finn come out together?
I say no.
I think they do come out together, and I think Dom pins Finn. When everyone's trading their finishes, I think Dom pins Finn for the win.
The animosity that would be so crazy. That'd be a great story.
Mm-hmm. The only reason I think Dom wins, Braun doesn't need this anymore. Penta does not need this title to remain relevant. Literally won every match he's been in. Finn doesn't need this title at all. He's 68 years old or something like that. Dom deserves a title. He deserves the workers title for he's got the most matches in WWE since like in the last 2 years. He's got the most matches. I'm sure of it.
He's putting the work like crazy.
Yeah. I'm sure I'm sure I read that somewhere. Maybe it was Chris Van Vliet. Dominic Oscar Gutierrez. Okay. Matches. 2024. 2023. Oh God, yeah. He had 8 in March alone.
Like, and he doesn't get hurt.
I'd have to add them up here, but yeah, there's lots.
There's lots. He's always on his game. He doesn't get hurt. So he totally deserves it.
I'm sure there's a website that'll tell me this.
I feel like there is too.
Here it is, right here. Dominic Mysterio. Matches. Here's the matches. How about the win-loss record? That's probably not going to show me much. How about... Yeah, this ain't going to tell me shit.
So you'd literally have to sit there and calculate it, or what?
I would, yeah. I don't have premium on this one website. There must be another website that I maybe am not aware of, but
either way, he's had tons of matches.
Yeah. Yeah, and good matches, so
these veterans trust him. So it tells you something.
Let's see if ChatGPT.
Well, they probably know it all.
175, 80, 189 matches since 2023.
Nice. That's a lot.
Yeah. Crazy.
So, and definitely him and Finn will feud after this.
Oh, 100%.
Not just over the title, but Judgment Day too, right?
They'll feud over the leader of Judgment Day and for that title, yeah, guaranteed.
Yeah. And Dom wants new members, so will Finn put up with it and be like, "Well, I have no choice. You're the champ.
You're the leader, yeah."
Yeah.
Rusev.
So champ. Oh, could you imagine just that beast?
They need another big dude. They need a big dude. They have nothing. Carlito's their biggest dude, and he's not an active talent. I guess he does kind of wrestle, but
he takes a spear.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Carlito.
Yeah, thank you, Carlito. So I got Dom.
I picked Dom as well. Could I see Finn winning? Yeah, I could see Finn winning just because maybe they would drag out that feud, but I would prefer if Dom wins.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah.
Then we get a TV match, a Sin City Street Fight, it's called now. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre.
Wow.
This is a TV match. This is such a step down for Drew.
Yeah.
It pisses me off that he has to fight Damian Priest. And I'm not trying to discredit Priest, but Drew is far superior to Priest. In mic,
he's a
in
phenomenal
in-ring
guy.
talent, in charisma, in everything.
Yeah.
There is zero reason that Damian Priest should win this match, but I feel like he's going to.
which is just horrible. Could I see it? Yeah. I want Drew to win. I picked Drew to win,
I
but
would
I could
love Drew
easily
to
see
win. I need Drew to win, but
the way Drew's been treated all his
the
other
fucking
matches.
rolled up and right.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
it's just, yeah.
It was like pretty much.
Because last big match was against Punk. He gets fucking hard weighed by that toolbox. Then he gets blood
Yes.
in or glass in his eye. Then he gets shittily eliminated from the Rumble, bumping around because someone had to get all their moves in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't expect this match to be phenomenal at all either.
No.
I feel like it's just going to be clunky and lack flow and just be an all around disaster. I don't know why, I just have that feeling.
Yeah. When it could be the other way if they really wanted it to. Like if these two big dudes could throw together something huge, they could beat the shit out of each other. Like I would love to see a big man match like that. I don't know how it'll be. Damien he seems to almost get a little not confused, but just discombobulated big matches. I don't know what it is.
Like the nerves get to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get that feeling too. He just doesn't do it for me. Right? He dresses like an extra in the Blade movie. Right? And it's like that's not how real people dress. Yeah.
Yeah.
But your street clothes are a Blade extra.
Yeah.
You went to a Hollywood garage sale and you purchased Blade extra clothes. So it just doesn't, he just doesn't do it for me.
Like walk through Puerto Rico looking like that, please. Let me know how it goes. Walk through San Juan. See how you do.
EO, well, no, let's do this one first. Women's tag match, Bailey and Lyra versus the two chicks with dicks or whatever they're calling themselves. Big Mommy Cool and the Heartbreak Chick or whatever they are. I don't know.
Yeah, that works.
I don't care.
No.
Judgment Day retains because for some reason I feel like we're going to have to watch Bailey and be heel and Lyra and them fight again.
Oh, I just don't want to see Bailey and Lyra as a team or fight again. Bailey's the top tier talent.
Yeah.
Get out of the mid card. Like,
get
out of the mid card. I don't know
why this is even happening, why this is a match, why they had to make it a match. Yeah. Certainly there's other women's tag teams you could have found for this, which is evident on SmackDown when you had a gauntlet. There were 5 teams.
Not many NXT, I didn't see any NXT like Lash and...
Which I thought initially they were supposed to be in it. I guess they got it cut. Yeah. Actually, I read they got cut during the match. There was some cuts made during the match. So
fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. It's just like, why are we building them as a tag challenger when they're not a tag team? And you have actual tag teams. You could have had these two, or you could have had, what are they called? The Meta Girls. You could have had them win. And
Metaphor would have been cool.
And have their Mania match. Or for that matter, just to have, I guess you don't want to They want to have Liv on the card. That's the thing. They want Liv Morgan to be on the card. Yeah. And she deserves to be on the card. She is there. For my money, she's the face of the women's division in WWE. She does everything so
She's such
well.
A go-to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the match itself just doesn't scream WrestleMania to me. Like, you could actually have 6 of these matches off of the card.
Yeah.
In total, and then have one night of WrestleMania. But that doesn't make them like money how they want it to. So.
No. And this feels like the biggest filler match, but yeah, give Liv the payday.
Oh, well, unfortunately, the tag matches both seem like the filler, right? New Day and War Raiders, like, that's a Raw match. We actually just watched it on Raw, did we not?
I think so.
Wasn't this just a match? Yeah. Or who did the New Day... The War Raiders just had a match. Yeah, it was a New Day and War Raiders, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah, and they didn't win. So... but I guess when you another, gauntlet or whatever, number one contenders match, there you go.
Yeah, who knows? Bad writing is what it is. Women's title. Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair. As much as I would love Io to retain here, this belt goes to Bianca solely for the fact that she can feud with Naomi after Naomi wins. That's why I pick Bianca.
Yeah. Even her personality changed too. You can almost feel like she's setting herself up to be champ material. So I agree there.
Yeah, Rhea's last run didn't do it for, I don't think, many people. Nothing was happening with it.
No.
Unfortunately, Io is a transitional champion at this point. Could I see Io being a non-transitional champion? Yeah, but just not now.
Yeah.
Maybe in a year or two. Like, she's only 34.
Lots of time.
The Japanese age so effortlessly that she looks 24.
Yeah.
Until they turn 80 and then they all look 107. But
and Asuka should be back soon. Like, I mean, there's your tag team there.
Yeah. And Julia will be up, and yeah, we can have there's a stable. Well, they tried that already, didn't they? Kyrie and Asuka, and they were damage control at one point, weren't they? Didn't really work.
And they still might be something. Yeah, I don't know if they're something when they come back. I have no idea.
But yeah, the build for this match has been awful. Very just like, I don't know what you'd even call it. Very careless, very how the French say, les incompétents.
Yeah. Lackluster for sure. Like, it's not exciting. It's never been really pushed to the forefront of like, hey, this is urgent. This is our big women's match. It's just like they ignore Io. Oh no.
Yeah, and I'm wondering almost if they didn't, or they wanted to get that off of Io sooner than Mania, but the fan reaction and how she's being received at the shows right now has switched that.
She is loved. Like she
Like
really
if
is.
they wanted to put it back on Rhea and then they were like, ooh, Rhea was getting kind of booed that one match. Do we want this to happen? No, I guess not. Right?
Yeah.
So that could be. And finally, our main event of the evening. Big match John versus the American Dream Dusty Rhodes.
Wait.
The American Nightmare Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Silly.
Whew. So we have not seen Dwayne, so Dwayne will be there. Travis Scott will be there because his song is the theme.
For sure.
This will be a good match. Both of these men will storytell the hell out of this match. I'm interested how John does his entrance.
Yeah.
He runs to the ring every time. But I can't see him running this time.
He'll do the towel for sure.
Oh, he'll do
Here's
the
my little
towel.
towel.
Yeah.
Buy my WrestleMania towel. Yeah, what
It's
is he
a
gonna?
face
Is he gonna say
cloth,
something
yeah.
to the camera like, "Let's go"?
Oh no, he's not gonna say that.
Let's go to work.
John leaves Sunday night with his 17th World Championship.
Yeah, it's the only way to go through summer.
And John holds that until Survivor Series.
Because why wouldn't you?
That's right. I think maybe John retires with it. Because towards the end of
Poor Javon.
Yeah, they're just throwing him over like dirt. Then now they'll do it on the other side. And a double corny move. Oh my god.
My little Javon.
So he's left standing, which means he ain't winning.
Just too bad. I'd love to see it. Yeah.
But because you have to think, the closer and closer and closer it gets to the end of the year, John will just start slowly getting cheered again.
Yes.
Because it's just John Cena, right? So I would think if he has this till the end of the year, by like Survivor Series, he will be turned. They got to somehow turn him back.
Yeah.
And it'll be Randy that I think does it. And John's final match will be against Randy Orton.
Well, and he's on that one poster too. Like, it's all about him. I forget that pay-per-view, but it's in St. Louis.
It's Backlash. It's after Mania, but
yeah. So does that start it, or what happens there? Why is that so quick?
Well, because it's in St. Louis. St. Louis.
I know, but would that be the start of John's feud with him? Or is that just a little taste?
It could be, but why would they do the payoff to that now and not at Survivor Series or something later in the year?
Yeah.
You have to think, who would John...
later.
That's right. Who would John want his last match to be against? I think it's only fitting that it's Randy, providing he's healthy.
Yes. There's no one else.
No.
You wouldn't pick like LA Knight. You wouldn't pick any, but like there's no one else.
Maybe Roman, but even then, do you let Randy even beat John? So Randy is solely in second. Then he would pass Triple H. I think he would pass Triple H then. Yeah. And then Randy just transitions it to Rumble or something.
Yeah, the only other one I could see him losing it to would be Cody Rhodes, just because Cody is that next John Cena.
Right. And so then Cody and Randy can do their program. That's right. Cody can chase it back and win it again at Mania from Randy. There you go.
Yeah. There's a story between all three of them. It's really good.
Hunter, if you would like to get rid of Road Dogg, we're here. We are available. Stuff writes itself, and somehow Brian James is fucking it up.
Yeah.
So that being said, I think we picked the same people.
Yeah. The only one that was different is there was one. Don't know which one now.
Oh, you picked Drew and I picked Priest.
Yes, that's it. But still, either way, it's going to be a very interesting show. Lots of swerves. I'm excited.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it feels like there's going to be a lot of filler. Hopefully, some of these people read online reports of how this card is getting torched and they all just go out there and decide, you know what? Follow that. The next people go out there and say, follow that, right? As fans, that's all we can hope for, right? Since the build isn't there, hopefully they can tell a story with the time they're given. And, it becomes a success in the end, right? So,
yeah.
I
think we'll be surprised, I think.
I think so, yeah. That being said, that is the preview predictions episode of Fingerpod of Doom. If you like what you have listened to, what we've talked about, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Twitch, YouTube, follow us on the X Division. Programming reminder, 1 a week now for casual summer hours. And don't forget to watch Dark Side of the Ring tonight. And we'll catch you next Choo Choo Tuesday. Thanks for watching.